say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 'Cause I'm so grateful. So grateful. Oh, grateful. I'm so grateful. So I want to say thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Now thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. I want to say thank you. Thank you. I want to say thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. 'Cause I'm so grateful. 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 So grateful. I'm so grateful. So grateful. I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. And just thank you. Thank you. I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 'Cause I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I wanna just say thank you now. Just thank you now. 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 Each and every day I'm gonna say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm going to say thank you. Well, we had a last-minute change of song, and how wonderful was that I got to dance my way up here to say thank you. So welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Morristown. My name is Lori Carlson, and I am a licensed practitioner here at the center, and I am very grateful to be leading this celebration today and speaking for Reverend Frankie, who is speaking somewhere else. And so I am going to be doing a talk today. Our theme for the year is a grand rising, and the theme for the month at our center is falling into gratitude. And for me, I'm going to be talking this week about even when that feels like a stumble, and even when it seems that there's nothing to be grateful for. So I just want to welcome everyone who's online. Please, if you are watching online now or in the future, engage with us, use the bubbles, use the chat, make comments, share, all of that good stuff. We want to know you're out there. We want you to be a part of this community. So please participate. And for everyone here, it is always so wonderful to see your faces and to be here. And I am grateful for this day and grateful for this opportunity and grateful to be here to share with all of you. So we have a lot going on at the center. Got to get the business stuff done. So we have a lot going on here that we want you to know about and to participate in. Look at all these flyers. So, first of all, today, after celebration, we are having a day of healing, thanks to Christy, who's organized it. So it is from 1 to 5. It is a fundraiser for our center, and there are all kinds of workshops, 5 rhythms, meditation and medical qigong, restorative yoga, a sound healing bath with the fabulous Kat Roman. So come back or stay. We have a beautiful social hour thanks to Val and John Delinacchio. So stay, come to the workshop, support our center, and have a day of healing. This healing, I can't sing, but this healing day. Well, this is truly a day of healing. So I invite you all to come back. Also, really important, we have our community gathering on Sunday, November 17th. That is our meeting where we're going to talk about transitioning from what we're going to do after Reverend Frankie moves on. I'm not going to say retires, because she is re-inspired to have a different path. So please come. There's going to be a potluck, and we want you to be a part of the transition, so please come and participate. Then next Sunday, after celebration, we have a fabulous workshop with the fabulous Fred Roman, and it's going to be called Co-Creating with Nature, and you get to explore your creativity using all the things that you find in nature, and that's going to be amazing. And then on the 24th, we have another workshop with Bill Stone leading a dream interpretation workshop. So there is so much happening at this center. Please participate, come to the workshops, check out our website, register, because we like to know how many people are coming. So do all of that and be a part of this beautiful center that we call home. Okay, that's the announcements. Now we're going to have our Namaste practice. But because we are talking about gratitude, and because we are trying to bring gratitude into this month of Thanksgiving, right? This is November. We are going to do it different. So what I would like you to do is, instead of saying the divinity within me recognizes and honors the divinity within you, what we are going to do is try to call up gratitude in each other. So I want you to turn to someone and just wait and let me do it first. Say, the gratitude in me recognizes, honors, and calls forth the gratitude in you. Because by recognizing our own gratitude, we get to call it forth in others. So I would like you to do it a few times. So turn to someone, then turn to someone else, and really see it and see if you can feel that gratitude. So the gratitude in me recognizes, honors, and calls forth the gratitude in you. Honors and calls forth the gratitude. Gratitude in me recognizes, honors, and calls forth gratitude in me. Gratitude in me recognizes, honors, and calls How are you? Okay. Does everybody feel that energy of gratitude in the room? Have you called it forth? Have you summoned it in yourself and in someone else? All right. Well, now we are going to give everybody their last chance. Then we are going to open with... Same there. Okay, we are going to open, as we always do at this center, with a spiritual mind treatment, which is our word for affirmative prayer. And for anyone who doesn't know, what that means is that we are not begging and beseeching to a God outside of ourselves, but rather we are affirming the Christ consciousness within each of us, that place of inner divinity and oneness that connects us all. And we are affirming our good into the law. So I invite you to close your eyes, if you are comfortable doing that, and to hear these words as if they were your own. And so right here, right now, in the community where I am blessed, in the presence of the one love, the one creative energy that is the source of all that is. The Alpha and the Omega, that which beats my heart and breathes my breath. I know that this divine energy flows through me, flows as me, is me, as it is in each one. We are all unique sparks of this one divine energy, and as such, we have access to all that inner healing, that inner wisdom, that inner truth, that inner gratitude. All of that is available to us. And so I affirm for each one here that we tune into that we hear something today that allows us to move into a greater expression of gratitude in our lives, that allows us to grow our consciousness in a way that affirms the loving presence that we each are. I know this truth. I know this truth deep inside my soul. And I affirm that each of you knows it too. That we are each love, we are each here to express that love and to grow on this journey into our greatest yet to be. As a center, as individuals, as a community, and as a presence in the world. And so we step forth today into that knowing, into that truth, into that space of divine love, and we carry it forth. We share it, we spread it, and we heal. And we heal the world around us as we heal ourselves. And so with deep gratitude and grace for knowing this truth, for this community and for this opportunity to be in divine flow with each of you, I say thank you. And I simply rest in that gratitude and let it be so. And I release this word into that ever-present and loving law that does unto us as we believe. And so I simply let it go. And so it is. So it is. Okay, so gratitude. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Gratitude from that place of knowing that it is a positive energy that exists always and that we can tune into it. So I think most of you know, but a lot of you may know that I just recently, very recently, lost my boyfriend of many, many years. And and here's the thing, I'm speaking about gratitude today, and I'm not in any way saying that I'm grateful for the loss of my boyfriend. I am not. I am very not. I am sad. I am in fear. I am, kind of a little lost. He's been in my life for a very long time, and ever since I've been sober. I always share that I'm in recovery. I'm coming up on 11 years next week, guys. I always had him. I always had him in my life as a rock, as something to rely on, as somebody who I know loved and supported me, as something that was always someone, as this love that was always there. And so now I have to face my life and the world and moving forward without him in that way. So we're always together in love and spirit, right? But so I get to choose how to navigate through this time of grief. I get to choose whether to think of and spend my energy and my time and my attention in all the things I'm not going to get to do with him, and all the things we should have done, could have done, why didn't we? I can choose to focus on that. Or I can choose to be grateful for all that we shared, for the love that I know we shared, for all of the good times, for all of the blessings, for all of the things that he brought into my world. Now, I know some of you are probably familiar with that saying that when one door closes, another door opens, right? But it's hell in the hallway. You know that book? There's a book called Hell in the Hallway, Light at the Door by Ellen Debencourt, where she talks about this. where she talks about how no matter how difficult or painful, the hallway can be a place of tremendous inner growth and renewal. Well, let me tell you, I am in that hallway. You know, my life as it was up until now, the door has closed. It will never be the same. But that does not mean that it cannot still be great. I know that there is a door in front of me that has opportunities that I have never yet imagined, that has possibilities for me, because now as I am navigating my life, I am being forced to navigate it differently. And you know what? I have already been able to bring a different kind of energy to my life. I've already been able to draw on resources and tools to remind me of the truth, to remind me of what I believe. And what is that? I believe that the universe is always happening for me and not to me, right? That's a quintessential teaching, truth in this teaching. So in that way, what is this doing for me? And I'm not saying that I'm glad it happened or that it's a good thing, but I'm saying that I get to choose whether to look at myself as, oh, poor me, look what happened to me, I now am in loss and grief, or how is this going to grow me? What can I learn? How can I use this to navigate down that hallway to that door that I know is there in my heart? I know it's there, but let me tell you, the hallway is dark, it's dusty, there's mouse shit everywhere. Sorry, there's graffiti on the walls. It is not a pleasant or pretty place. But here's the thing, I know that it leads to another door. That is my faith. And why do I know that? Because I do spiritual practices. Because I do them daily. When things are good and I don't need them, I still do them. So that in times of stress, in times of grief, and when things are difficult, they are muscles that are well used. They are muscles and I have a foundation. I have a foundation of gratitude. So like I said, I'm not grateful for the circumstances of my life right now, but I am grateful that I understand that I can bring gratitude to whatever I am going through, and that will help me to get through. There is, trying to get through this without getting too emotional. So there's a woman, Marilisa Fabrega, she says, gratitude should not be just a reaction to getting what you want, but in all the time gratitude, the kind where you notice the little things and where you constantly look for the good, even in unpleasant situations. Start bringing gratitude to your experiences instead of waiting for a positive experience in order to feel grateful. Well, that pretty much defines my gratitude practices. I don't wait for something to be grateful for. I look for what to be grateful for. I look for the silver lining. I know I've shared this before, but I have a sponsee who calls it Loriing her way out of it. It's not because I do it perfectly. It's not because, I invented it or anything. It's just because I practice it. I practice it. In all of my affairs, in every aspect of my life, I try to practice. And like Reverend Frankie is so fond of reminding us, it's always, I remember, I forget, I remember, I forget. I don't do it perfectly by any means, but I do have that muscle. I do it often enough. I do it daily. I do my spiritual practices daily so that when I forget, it's like, oh, it's a habit. It's become like a natural thing for me. I write in a gratitude journal every night. I have for almost going on 8 years now. And even on days when it seems like there is nothing to be grateful for, that's when it's the most important. That's when I write the most, because I dig deep and I find those things that I can be grateful for or that I can bring gratitude to. Because sometimes it's not something that, like a beautiful day or something, but I am grateful that I understand that there is a solution, or I am grateful that I know deep in my heart that I will get through this. And I'm not saying that I'm not going to be kicking and screaming and crying at various times along the way, because I know that I will have those days. But I also know deep in my heart that I will get through it. I know that that door exists. And I know that I have tools, I like to call them handrails, in the hallway, because I have built them. I have practiced them. Prayer, meditation, affirmation, gratitude journal, being of service, showing up for others. All of these things, they are those handrails in the hallway. So when I can't find my way to step forward down that hall, I have something supporting me. And I have people that support me. I have a community that supports me. So all of those things help you move from the door that's closed to the door ahead. And they help you move through the hallway. They help me move through the hallway, no matter what that hallway looks like. In AA, we have a saying that everyone gets their time in the barrel. It's like the barrel, it refers to the barrel going over the Niagara Falls. You're in the barrel. But here's the thing, when you have your time in the barrel, and everyone will, because life happens, so whether it's grief or loss of a job or fighting with your kids or whatever it is, you will have that time in the barrel. But what tools have you put in place so that you can take that ride knowing that you will bounce back up? What handrails have you built in your hallway so that you will be supported on those dark, dark days? That's the important thing to remember, and to try to embrace those things while it's easy. It's like you do the exercises before you need them, so that they're easier to do and they're more natural to do when you really need them and you really don't feel like doing them. Because there's nothing about this that I want to be grateful for. But it is so ingrained in me at this point that I am finding that way. And I am grateful that, if for nothing else, I'm grateful for that awareness and for my ability to choose and for my knowing that it is always a choice. It is always a choice. And it's not an easy one. There are days, I'm sure, when I will not make it. But then I have practices to remind me. So, I just want to also point out, just want to make this very clear, I'm not talking about spiritual bypass here. I'm not talking about just pretending I'm not grieving. I'm not talking about just pushing down my feelings. I'm talking about being able to walk through them with grace, because I know that there is a door at the end of the hallway, because I know that the feelings are not permanent. Yes, the loss is permanent. The grief is something that I have to deal with. And I seem okay right now, but it comes and it goes in waves, right? And I know there will be difficult days ahead. But guess what? I also know that I have tools to deal with it. And so I am grateful for that, for knowing that, and for trusting that, and for knowing that I need to navigate through my feelings without denying them, without trying to go around them. I have to go through them, but I go through them using my tools. I go through them holding on tight to those handrails, right? Because that's how I show up in the world, and that's who and what I want to be. So I want to share another quote with you. Sometimes the bad things that happen in our lives put us directly on the path to the best things that will ever happen to us. That's from Nicole Reed. Can you imagine if that was true? Could you imagine if you really believed it? Because in a way, in this teaching, we do believe that is true. We believe that everything happens to grow you. So even the difficult things, even the bad things, are there for your evolution. But if you really internalize that, if you really believe that, how would that change how you walk through that hallway? Well, for me, just believing that is allowing me to open some windows in that hallway. It's like open some shutters, like, okay, I'm gonna let a little light in here. I'm gonna let a little air in here, because I know that the universe is always happening for me. This is my faith. And I know there will be times when it will be difficult, but that's the dance, right? The dance between grief and gratitude. I walk that path, and I know that at any moment, any day, I'll have more feet in the grief than in the gratitude, and then I come back, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be here today. I'm grateful for all the support. I'm grateful that I get to show up for my life. I'm grateful for so much. For so much. And I'm even grateful for the grief. Because what the grief tells me is that I loved that much. You know, it's always, you know, I guess Shakespeare, better to have loved a lot and grieved than not, than lost and not have loved at all. Well, that's how I feel. I feel every time I feel the pain, the loss, I try to say, thank you. I'm glad that my heart hurts so much because it means that it was so full and that it is breaking open in a new way. It is breaking open, and you know, when your heart breaks open, you are allowing for something new to appear, right? So whenever there's a space, a loss, a vacuum, so you're allowing space for something else to appear. So if nothing else, my broken heart allows me to have empathy for other people going through struggles. If nothing else, it allows me the opportunity to model how to walk through it using the tools of this teaching, using the treatment, using spiritual mind treatment, using meditation, using prayer, using affirmation, using gratitude. Coming back again and again to how gratitude is a causative energy. Do you know what that means? It means that the more you stay in gratitude, the more you attract things to be grateful for. So when do you need that the most? But when it seems like there's nothing to be grateful for, right? So when you bring your energy and your attention and your focus to those things, you just bring more of it into your world. And that is such a beautiful thing. I'm going to share with you, I had a very dear friend who could not, she took her life several weeks ago. Yeah, I've had a lot of loss lately. But she could not see the doorway. You know, she was stuck in a hallway that was very painful. There were a lot of reasons. I mean, you know, a lot of things. It was very, no details, but it was just very dark and very painful and very difficult. And she could not see the door. I tried to be that handrail for her. I tried to point out to her that there would be an opportunity for her to be someone she never got to be before. But she could not see it because she did not have those well-honed muscles. She had faith, a different faith than ours, but she didn't have the practices. She didn't have the foundation. So when everything fell into despair for her, she didn't have anything to hold on to, really deep within herself. So I'm just sharing that because it is so important that you do your spiritual practices while things are okay, while it's a beautiful day, before there's any really bad news or before anything happens, so that you have that strength when you need it. Because everyone is going to need it. So I said some of the practices that I do, my gratitude journal, my prayer and my daily affirmation, my prayer and meditation, all of those things that I do on a daily basis to stay in a place of gratitude, to stay supported in that hallway. But one of the other things that I really try to do is not to complain, because Hannah Whitall-Smith, who was a British author and suffragette, how cool is that at this time, referring to a suffragette, says, the soul that gives thanks can find comfort in everything. The soul that complains can find comfort in nothing. So, in this time when I need comfort, do I want to stay in complaint, or do I want to stay in gratitude? I want to stay in gratitude. I want to know that I can bring that causative energy to my world and to my life. And so I choose to try not to complain. I choose, I know I've shared this here before, but I still wear my 28-day complaint-free bracelet because I've never made it to 28 days, guys. I've been wearing this bracelet for 6 years now. So it is a continuous practice, right? It is not something you don't get to a place and then, oh yeah, now I never complain again. It is a continuous practice, even for those of us, all of us, on a spiritual journey. It is a choice that we make every moment, every breath, every comment, every thought. Do I choose to complain about this, whatever it is, or do I choose to find something to be grateful for? And there's another quote I love. It says, Joshua Tongol says, "It takes a lot of courage to have an attitude of gratitude during the dark times. But once you have it, it empowers you." Now, I'm not calling myself courageous because I am anything but I am empowered. I do feel empowered. I feel empowered by my choice. I feel empowered by my choice to choose the good and to know and to really internalize that door that is cracking open even now as I speak. You know, so I choose that today. I choose to move forward with courage, I hope, you know, from day to day, from moment to moment. I know it's going to change. I know that sometimes are going to be easier than others, but I am going to rely on all that I have learned and on this teaching. Now I have a fun little story for you. Okay, so this whole thing about not complaining. I was at a Buddhist summit, recovery summit, and by the way, Buddhism has a lot of similarities to this teaching because it's all one, right? And there is a great video that you can watch on YouTube, and I recommend you all do because it's very uplifting. It is called Confessions of a Jewish Mother, How My Son Ruined My Life. And it's by the mother of James Baraz, who is a Buddhist meditation teacher. And she tells her story that she says that Jewish mothers are genetically wired to complain. They were born to complain. That's their role in life. This is what she says. And she says that she complains every third sentence. And her son, who is, like I said, a Buddhist meditator, came to stay with her, and he said, "Mom, let's play a game. After every complaint, I want you to say, 'But I know I am truly blessed.'" After every complaint, "But I know I am truly blessed." And she says in the little video, it's very cute, she says, "Yeah, this is how my son ruined my life, because now I'm a Jewish mother who can't complain all the time because I'm happier. It's actually worked. I'm happier. And now I'm not the typical Jewish mother anymore." So it's very cute. I suggest you watch it. But what I would like to suggest for us is that we take that and tweak it a little bit to be to include gratitude. So on all of your seats, you will see that there is a piece of paper that I would like you to take home. And it says, "But I know that I am truly blessed and have so much to be grateful for." So what I'm going to encourage you to do is to take that home, put it on your refrigerator, put it on your bathroom mirror, put it somewhere, and every time that you fall into complaint, or fear, or anger, or resentment, or any of the things that are separating you from your good, any of those emotions that are negative, it doesn't just work for complaint. You say it, or you hear it, or you feel it, or you think it, and then you follow it with, "But I know that I am truly blessed and have so much to be grateful for." So, God, it's raining outside, but I know that I am truly blessed and I have so much to be grateful for. I really miss my boyfriend, but I know that I am truly blessed and I have so much to be grateful for. I'm late for this appointment and the traffic is all jammed up, but I know that I am truly blessed and I have so much to be grateful for. So I want everyone to say it together. Say it with me. "But I know that I am truly blessed and have so much to be grateful for." Does anybody want to share something that you complain about or a resentment you have, say it out loud and we'll all say it after. Anybody? Come on, somebody be brave.
Bills.
What?
Bills to pay.
Okay, I've got bills to pay, but I know that I am truly blessed and have so much to be grateful for. Anybody else?
I have numbness in my hands.
But I know that I am truly blessed and have so much to be grateful for. Yes?
Laryngitis, but no, yes.
Okay, but I know that I am truly blessed and have so much to be grateful for.
Whistleblowers are good Samaritans,
And I
and
know,
they are given a hard time. And I know that I'm truly blessed, and I have so much to be grateful for.
it works for anything, guys. It will help shift your energy. It will help shift your attention so that you can turn towards the good, so you can turn towards the gratitude, no matter what. And I'm telling you, like, you know, there's a lot I'm facing right now, a lot of change, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of fear, a lot of, just a lot. But I choose to use my tools. I choose to repeat this to myself. Every time I see something and go, I mean, there's can't look around without, being reminded of the loss. But I know that I am so blessed and I have so much to be grateful for. And that is a muscle that I am going to continue to practice, that I am going to continue to bring forth so that it supports me and so that I can show up to support others. Because when I am supported, when I am strong, when I am being able to walk through with grace, then I am there to help others. And that's truly, truly the thing that I am most grateful for. I am most grateful for the fact that I get to be of service, that I get to be up here, that I get to be with all of you. So we are going to have another song, and then we're going to come back and do a little spiritual practice. So this is Bob Sima, I believe. Yeah, No Mud, No Lotus by Bob Sima. Because, just a reminder, if we didn't have the mud, we didn't have the grief, we didn't have the pain, we didn't have the struggle, we wouldn't have that beautiful door at the end of the hallway. We wouldn't have that beautiful flower. So let's hear Bob sing it to us, and then I'll be back.
No mud, no lotus. Haven't you noticed the patterns of the pain in your past? I'll still walk you with the questions you needed to ask. The sleepless nights and the dizzying heights and the dreams, some of which came true. Till the breaks, heartaches, perfect mistakes created this version of you. before your eyes, and the wound is where the light gets in, revealing the masterpiece just beneath the skin. And in the glow of your light, your petals open wide, and you bloom right where you are.
The things that broke you also awoke you. And today I choose to be awoken rather than broken, or broken and then awoken, however that works. But today that is my choice, and I hope that you will choose the same. So, like I said before, Reverend Frankie always says, we remember, we forget, we remember, we forget. But how lucky are we that we have each other, that we have a community, that we have people that remind us, that we have things set in place, like coming here today, maybe calling somebody in the community, maybe talking to a practitioner, that we have ways to remind ourselves, to remember that there is a door at the end of the hallway, because we need someone to not only remind us, but we need people to walk us down that hallway. And I don't mean to, fix it for you, or, even to commiserate with you necessarily, but just to hold space for you, just to acknowledge, to know with you that that doorway exists. Because, that's what, spiritual mind treatment is, right? Knowing the truth for someone. When you're around people that know that there is a doorway for you, it makes getting through that hallway so much easier. So I love this quote by Albert Schweitzer. It says, "At times our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us." Lighted the flame. Well, that's the quote, but it just sounds a little stringent. But anyway, so who in your life has helped or helps to light that flame when your own wavers? I know Reverend Frankie is one of those people for me. I'm sure she is for a lot of you here, or you probably wouldn't be here. I know there are also a lot of people here who do that for me. I hope that I do that for a lot of you. But we're going to do a little meditative practice now about remembering those people who help us in the hallway, about walking alongside, about people that help us bring space, that remind us to be grateful, that we feel gratitude for. So if you are comfortable doing so, I invite you to simply close your eyes and just take a deep breath and arrive in this space. Breathing into your body and just settling in to this moment, this present moment. Thank you.
Yes.
So, I don't know what hallway you are in. I hope none of you are in the same hallway of grief that I am in, but I know that everyone has something in their life that they are struggling with, that everyone has some means or something they are going through that they wish they could get to the other end of. So whatever that is for you, I just want you to bring it into your awareness. Just think about it. It doesn't have to be anything huge, but just something that you wish you could get to the other side of. You got it? Okay. Now, I want you to bring to mind someone who you are grateful for. Someone who has lit that flame in you when you needed it. It could be a person living, a person no longer living. It could be a person in your life now or someone from your past. Just really bring to mind that person and allow it to bring up the feeling of gratitude in you. How grateful you are for them. How grateful you are for who they are or who they were in your life. For how they helped light the flame in your heart when it was wavering, when it was dimmed. How they helped light up that hallway. Just really bring to mind gratitude. Bring a feeling of gratitude into your entire body. Take a deep breath right now and fill up with that feeling that this person brings you of gratitude for who they are or were or have been in your life. And then I want you to take your hand and just reach out and feel like you are holding their hand. And from that feeling of holding their hand, even if it's someone who's no longer here, I want you to feel the strength, feel the comfort, feel the gratitude for that love, for that support, for that presence. And how knowing that has helped you step down that hallway. And how having had that in your life, even if it's someone who is no longer with you, that just the idea, the memory, the experience of that gratitude can help you walk down the hallway now. Helps to crack open that door a little bit. Because you are not alone. We know in this teaching we are never alone because we are always one with Spirit. But we are also one with each other. We are also one with all the love that we have ever felt. We are also one with love eternal. And so I invite you to take another step down that hallway and feel supported, feel loved, feel strong, feel empowered by this gratitude you have for this person, even if they are gone. And then with your next breath, you can let go of their hand, because that strength, that power, that gratitude, that love has filled up your whole being and is in your heart. And I just want you to see and feel how knowing that has helped you take another step towards that next door. And then when you are ready, you can open your eyes come back into the room. Come back into this room of gratitude where we get to be grateful for each other, where we get to be in community, where we get to walk each other home and hold each other's hands even when we're in that hallway. And from this place, of gratitude and of knowing that we are all one and of being grateful for our community, it is time for our conscious giving. So I am passing a basket. You can fill out an envelope. You can also do text to give. There's PayPal up here. There's Venmo. You can go to our website and hit the donate button. That's what I do. You can also donate by sponsoring a social hour like Val and John did today, by running a workshop like Christy is doing this afternoon, by supporting our workshops, by staying today. This is a fundraiser. By staying and being part of this afternoon, you are supporting the center. By bringing a friend to celebration that hasn't been here before, by sharing our flyers. There are so many ways that you can give. So if you can give financially, of course we want it, we need it, but if not, give from the heart. But give from that place of abundance. Give from that place in you that is grateful for this center, that is filled up with gratitude. And we know in this teaching, the law of circulation, as you give, so you receive. So the more abundantly you give, the more abundantly you will receive, and the more you will have to be grateful for. Nice how that works, right? So I invite you to, if you can just keep the basket going around, but I invite you to put your hands over your heart and to just repeat this affirmation with me. I give my gift. With gratitude for this community. And humor for sounds. And with blessing for all the good that supports me on my journey. I am grateful. I know that this gift goes forth to bless this community and me abundantly. And so I give with grace. Amen. And so it is. All right. So as that goes around, we are going to have a closing song, but it's not on our list. So we're going to shut off the live stream first. But before you do that, I am going to close us out with an affirmative prayer or spiritual mind treatment of gratitude. So I invite you once again, if you are comfortable doing so, to close your eyes and to really hear these words from that heart of oneness, from that heart of gratitude. I know the truth. I know the truth that there is only one life, one love, one good, one God, one source, one spirit, one power. It exists in all of life, as it exists in me, and as it exists in each one. We are all in this divine flow, and we are open to receive our good. We are open to demonstrate the power of gratitude. We are open to allow for that next door to open, because we walk through it, supporting each other with grace, using the teaching, using our tools to step forward with confidence, to step forward with courage, to step forward empowered with love, with the love that we each are, with the love that we have for one another, with the love that we are as a community. And so we embrace this and we allow ourselves to heal whatever needs to be healed, whatever stands in the way of our perfect demonstration of our good. Because we know that that is what the universe wants for us. And so I affirm for each one good and greater good, blessing and more blessing, gratitude and grace, positive energy that propels you into your greater yet to be. As this center moves forward into our future and into its greater yet to be, knowing that the door is swinging wide open. It is swinging open with faith, with love, with gratitude, with service, and with joy. And so today, I choose joy. I choose gratitude. I choose love. I choose grace. And I choose all of you to walk on this journey with me. And so from a place of deep gratitude and faith in this teaching and faith in the one and faith in the law to demonstrate that which I believe, I simply let it go with gratitude, with expectation, and with joy, knowing that it is already done in the law. And so I simply let it be. And I invite you to all join me in saying, and so it is. And we're going to end the live stream, right? There you go.